Hello friends, welcome to the channel. The long-anticipated Super Mario Bros. Movie has just finally released its first trailer, and no, I'm not just excited because it's Mario, and that was my childhood. I'm excited because of the cast, and I've seen it once through, but I'm ready to actually dive in a little more here, and I'm excited for the quality of the movie as it's appearing to be. So, please like and subscribe, please share with your friends, so that we can get more people involved, and please comment on your thoughts down below. Let's get right into the trailer. Okay, so from my very first time viewing this, immediately, like I said, the quality is just there. It's really impressive. So Bowser comes in.
Behold, the king of the Koopas!
So, like I said, I've watched it. So, I did not. So, right, Anna Taylor-Joy's in it. Keegan-Michael Key, Chris Pratt, Charlie Day, Jack Black, just to name a few. That's off the top of my head. I did not know. I knew Jack Black was in this movie, but I did not know Jack Black was Bowser. So listen to him. The only part is the very last thing he says. You can kind of hear Jack Black come through, but it's interesting that this was him the whole time because I never would have guessed it.
Open the gates!
That is but a taste of our fury. Do you yield?
I do not.
Again, the fires look so good. This part is like the most cinematically pleasing right here to me.
I finally found it. Now who's gonna stop me?
So breaking down, not much else to glean off that part, other than now we know the movie's gonna be based around Bowser trying to get stars and Mario stopping him. Pretty obvious. I mean, we didn't know what it was gonna be going into it, but now we know that. Again, I do enjoy Mario's look. I think they did well. They're not going to have to do a Sonic revamp like they did with Sonic.
What is this place?
Music's good. Quality of the texture and mushrooms is good.
Oh, I'm sorry. That one's perfectly fine. Come on, Mario!
Mushroom Kingdom, here we come.
Super Mario Bros. Oh, that's right. Let's see. Fred Armisen from Portlandia. Seth Rogen will be Donkey Kong. Anna Taylor-Joy is Peach. Chris Pratt is obviously Mario, if you don't know. And then we get some Charlie Day Luigi at the end, which is awesome. Just hear his little screams. Ah! Okay. So yeah, we got the Bowser with the star. And now we know also the origin of Mario here is this looks like he does not know where he is. This is like his coming to the Mushroom Kingdom and learning of it, even though Toad already knows him. So we're going to have some scenes where Mario is understanding and learning things because maybe he already knew and now he forgot and he's back, or it's his very first time. But I'm expecting he's coming back without knowing, as Toad seems to know who he is and is guiding him back to help him. So it's like the people there already know him. So, but I don't know these origin things, but this is just a first time. This is what we can glean from this trailer. And again, quality-wise, it's looking good. They got some comedic relief, which is great. And the great cast is going to bring people to come. So with the end of that trailer, we can go into the news a little bit. There's two things I want. So the blurb on the site says that the company's ambition is for consumers around the world to learn about Nintendo characters through the medium of film, which will remain in their hearts forever. So a lot of people have been talking, and this is also my thoughts, is Nintendo is trying to break into TVs and movies and kind of start their own Marvel Cinematic Universe or Star Wars, where they have all this content based around Mario and this world. And there has been video games for freaking years, so many years about this stuff. So I think it's going to be a success. Just going off it looks like they already got the money involved in it to make it look good and make it hit. And, if we're going to go off that Marvel comparison, I think the majority of people did not read comic books. But, so Marvel had to find a way to make us all fall in love with their characters. And, which they did. They succeeded. But I think Mario is different. I think there is a much larger population of the world who already knows Marvel and knows the characters, and we don't need that. We don't need them to try to make us fall in love with them. And so they're already going to have an enormous audience, which I think with Nintendo Pictures now coming into play, even though they didn't have anything to do with this movie, I think Illumination had everything to do with it. The people who made Despicable Me and etc. The future is going to be exciting. We got games like Super Mario 64 with the paintings. We got Super Mario Galaxy, which is a huge hit. And there's just so many worlds and things and mechanics and video games that can be turned into film. That'll be really exciting and fun to see them try to intertwine all that, and a lot of different avenues for exciting action and stuff like that. So, and obviously it does look like it's kind of geared toward children. But I think they're going to have that adult humor because Nintendo knows that a large population of their gamers are still, 20, 30-year-olds who played it in the 64 era, the Super Nintendo. So I think they're going to have those, adult hints in their comedy. So that'd be good. And then the last thing is, let's go over Chris Pratt's voice. So this has been the biggest talk from people, is we did not know what to expect. When we saw the people cast, we did not know what to expect from them going into it, like how much they can change their voice. But now we get our first look at Chris Pratt, and I would say the majority of the online people talking about it has been very negative. So let's just listen to it real quick.
What is this place?
Do not touch that mushroom, you'll die! Oh, I'm sorry. That one's perfectly fine. Come on, Mario!
Mushroom Kingdom, here we come.
So it sounds 100% exactly like Chris Pratt, which, if I'm being honest, that's not what I expected. But would the typical Mario voice, would that come through and not be cheesy and cartoony in a movie type setting? And, as I imagine it, I don't think people really want to listen to the main character speak in the Mario voice for a full 2 hours. And then if what we're speculating is correct, that they're going to make multiple movies and make this a full-fledged universe of shows and movies, I don't think people are going to want to listen to that. I think it's good for little sound bites throughout the game, hearing his voice very minimally. But in a show where he's talking constantly, I don't think it would come through. So I actually do think it's a wise choice. However, I would say I'm going to be on that fence here, where I do think they could have reached a middle ground to where Chris Pratt doesn't sound exactly like himself, and he does have a little bit of a New York Italian accent, and just kind of meets a little bridge there to where, okay, I don't feel like I'm just listening to Chris Pratt talk. I think that's the middle ground we can reach. Also, with if we go to Bowser, I do just personally, maybe it's through Smash and other things, but I just expect Bowser to have a lower voice than that. So like, you know, hearing Bowser when he says, "Who can stop me?" That sounds exactly like Jack Black. Where is it? Right here. Let's just hear it. I expect Bowser's voice to be lower than this,
Finally found it.
which is low there.
Who's gonna stop me?
I don't know. I just expect Bowser to be a little more fully evil, less animated. And again, is that fun to watch in a movie? I don't think so. So again, I think it's a smart choice for them doing what they're doing. It's not what I expected. I think it'll come through good, but I do think there's a bit of a middle ground Chris Pratt could reach. Toad sounds great. I think Charlie Day will kill it as Luigi, actually. But you know, with Chris Pratt, I think Charlie Day's just natural voice fits that role very well. Chris Pratt is just a basic white American voice that I do wish that middle ground was reached a little more. And that's my take on it. And this whole trailer, again, really excited. April 7th. I think kids, adults, everyone's gonna flock to the theaters, watch this. It's going to bring a second coming of Mario for all these kids, as Sonic did, and Pokemon. You know, all these kids watched those movies, and they loved it, and there's kind of a resurgence for Sonic. We're seeing a new video game for Sonic, a third world game coming out, and I think this will be really good for Nintendo. I'm honestly surprised it's taken them this long, but now that they've actually done it, it's freaking awesome. So, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe again, and have a good one. Bless you.